Hello.
Hi there, is that John?
Yes, it is.
John, hello. Kathy Cleary calling from Flory Partners.
Hi.
Hi. Listen, firstly, thank you very much for giving up your Saturday afternoon. I appreciate it. We're
No worries. I think it's a little later for you. So.
that's okay. Oh, it's your Saturday morning, isn't it? Of course. God, sorry.
Yeah. No worries.
I don't know how much GLG have told you, so I wonder if I might start by just giving you a very brief overview of what I'm trying to achieve from this call.
Sure.
Okay, great. I'm a freelance consultant. I work with private equity houses and in financial institutions that are like private equity houses, and I help them, advise them on board structure and relative board capabilities. One of my clients is looking at a number of interesting businesses in the space and has asked me to take some confidential soundings on the management teams of those businesses. And one of those businesses is actually Globoforce.
Right.
And so I asked GLG to find me somebody who would have worked with and alongside the management team who could give me their impressions of the individuals that were there. I'm not looking for insider knowledge on the business itself. I'm mainly concerned around capabilities of the management and also some of the softer skills, you know, what it's actually like to work with them on a day-to-day basis, you know?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Now,
okay.
I think, or I understand, that you've worked with Steve Cromwell twice, which is always a good sign.
Yes.
But maybe you could just start by giving me just a little bit of context and background to that overview.
Yeah. So, well, so generally, as you probably know, I worked at Globoforce as a consultant for 2 years, 2010 through 2012. It was originally a 6-month gig that got extended to 2 years,
Right.
and then I turned it over to an internal person and went off in another direction. But that was the second time I worked with Steve. The first time was at Avaki, which was, I think several years, a bit earlier, and he was CFO at both places. So Steve's great. I've very positive things. I have nothing negative to say about Steve or really any of those guys, but I can sort of color that in a little bit. But I think Steve did a very capable job at Avaki, which ended up being sold, and has done a great job. As far as I know, granted, it was 2012 when I was last there, but I've stayed in touch with Steve. I mean, as recently I had lunch with him about a year ago, just to keep up and all, because I like him, and he's congenial. He's easy to get along with. At the time, I remember, he was implementing, all kinds of, sort of financial accounting systems at Globoforce, back in 2010, 2012, which was horrendous, and as it always is, and managing all of that to a successful conclusion, and and clearly he brought them to the brink of having an IPO, and which got pulled at literally the 11th hour, and so he's quite a capable guy, and I have nothing. I would say that you're in good hands with Steve as a CFO.
Okay. Can I go back a little bit? I mean, I know that the time that you worked together at Avaki was a very long time ago, but nonetheless, I'd just like to spend a couple of minutes discussing it, if I may. So, Steve was CFO there as well, was he?
Yes.
Yeah. And were you doing business development there, or were you?
Yep. Same thing.
Okay,
yeah.
So you were both
Channel
doing the
sales.
same roles.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about Avaki at all, but how big was the senior leadership team there?
Well, it was a small company.
Okay.
When I joined it, Steve joined it, it was 20 people. We grew up to 40 people, so still a small company.
Okay.
But we had some outsized relationships. I put together the relationship with IBM, for example, and that